Welcome to Accelerate Your Wealth, a podcast by Rebecca Robertson, founder and director of Evolution Financial Planning. We hope you enjoy the show, and please feel free to leave us a review. It really does help. Feel free to connect with us on Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram, or head over to www.rebeccarobertson.co.uk or our sponsor, Evolution Financial Planning, for regulated advice on www.evolutionfinancialplanning.co.uk/podcast.
Hi, and welcome to this week's podcast. I'm taking a slightly different stance this week, and I'm talking about my new website. So you're all listening to this on my podcast. As you know, I'm Rebecca Robertson, and I've published all of these podcasts on rebeccarobertson.co.uk. And you might know our sponsor is my regulated business, Evolution Financial Planning. And for the last year, I've been working on my Evolution Financial Planning website. We had a change in networks last year, and it allowed us to talk more about financial planning rather than having it separate on Rebecca Robertson, which was great for us. But it's taken a whole year to get the site developed and signed off, and just at a point where I'm happy with it. We've had new pictures taken, we've got new quizzes, and we've got our normal guides that are also on there. So with that change, it's meant that we could talk more about financial planning. Up till before that, we was having to speak about products, so mortgages, investments, pensions, life insurance. But clients don't tend to come to us with products in mind. They might have a bit of a list, but they're coming to us with sort of looking for solutions to problems. Then maybe they want to find out what they want their future to look like and how they can get there. So with this this new website, we was able to put more emphasis onto the financial planning, and the keys in the name are called Evolution Financial Planning, so it makes complete sense. So it feels like a really great shift for us as and for myself. So a lot of our podcasts going forward are also going to be vlogs on our website as well, under the vlog section. So on the website, you'll notice that there are, if you want to go and have a check it out, it's www.evolutionfinancialplanning.co.uk. As this podcast goes out, it should be live for like the last couple of days, depending on when we get this podcast out. And you'll notice that there's a resources section, free resources section. So we've got an ethical guide that you can download from there. We have Master Your Life's Financial Puzzle, which is a quick quiz to help you consider the elements of your finances to identify the areas that you need to focus on. Discover Your Financial Landscape. The world of finance can be daunting. Take this quick quiz to find out what your financial landscape looks like. And then we also have a financial wellbeing assessment. Get clear on your health and finances and financial planning with this assessment tool that gives you thorough insight. But of course, you can always talk to us directly and pop over to an inquiry. If you do take one of those assessments, you can opt to receive our weekly emails and weekly vlogs. So those that are published on that site, specifically around financial planning, you would be sent over. I currently don't have anything like that in terms of my email lists for my podcast. The same information goes out, if I'm honest, but only if the ones that go out to clients are the regulated ones that have been signed off by our compliance department. So that's that's why going forward I'm shifting how I do things and focusing around SEO and focusing around what I can put out through my regulator, and then republishing on that onto my podcast. And then anything else on my podcast will be interviews with other attendees, which I've got quite a few coming up as well. So you'll notice on the home site, if you go and check it out, there's a section that does talk about products, as I mentioned, which is under our services section. And there's also a section talking about who we help, which is also on the homepage. And there's 3 core clients that we help. So that is business owners, women and families. So it's quite broad, but it gives you a bit of information about how we do that, and and there's a couple of tips and things to consider that are already on there. So going forward, the vlogs that are going to be published on our blogs, we're going to be talking about who we help and how we help them. We're going to be talking about charges and what those how financial advisors charge. We're going to be talking about how we charge, how we help people, etc. So it's going to be, I hope, really informative for people to find out how they can work with us, and also around some of the areas in terms of planning for the future. So that's our podcast for today. I just wanted to make this show just highlight our new website. We've had new images, we've had our branding's pretty much the same, but it's had a little bit of the website in general has had a complete revamp with different sections and different resources, and I'm really looking forward to growing what we've established. You'll notice on my socials I'm putting a lot more out about the team and talking about the team, and also developing our referrals and recommendation process, which that'll be more of that, the testimonials will be going out across our socials as well. So sending you all lots of love. Thank you for listening for today's show. I hope you enjoy the up and coming shows we've got coming up. There's lots due to be published. So if you do enjoy the show, do email me, rebecca@rebeccarobertson.co.uk. I do see the emails. I do love hearing from you. And have a lovely day. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Accelerate Your Wealth. For further help or to connect with Rebecca directly, please head over to the website www.rebeccarobertson.co.uk, where you can find further information on our planner, book, and how to further maximise your wealth. Our sponsor, Evolution Financial Planning, for regulated advice on pensions, investments, mortgages, insurances on www.evolutionfinancialplanning.co.uk/podcast.